name comes in hallelujah. 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 Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight over through you. She tied into her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from the lips she drew hallelujah. 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 Maybe there's a God, and all I've ever learned was how to choose somebody who was true. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a hallelujah. Welcome to everybody. About 15 minutes till the awesome begins.
I am flattered by your fascination. Like the hotline, I have simply wanted an object to claim. But
Hello, Ron, and welcome from North Carolina.
Must be strangely excited to watch the sound swerve. must be on my heart's hand to watch it burn,
Hello, Wolf. Hello, Clue Crew on a Monday. What up, Danny? Uncharted territory, I must seem greatly intriguing. It's a live version too, Danny, because she's bionic and can do this. You're in my for sure. It's like welcome, welcome.
I need a moment to hear.
Hello, Scarecrow Boat and Prestige Worldwide. A little more than 10 minutes till the awesome begins. And as usual, we will be keeping score for ourselves. If you are new to this game, I apologize. Monday nights are a bad night to start off with, but we are here just for the fun. Keeping score for ourselves. If you do need score sheets or rules for the game, those are at clevelandawesometrivia.com on the front page. Welcome, Whiskey Business. Welcome, G-Monsters. Welcome, drinkers. $30 up dog seconds. Sour Patch Kids and peas and carrots. All right, quick your opinion counts. Of these three people, who is saddest? Lead singer of The Cure, Eddie Vedder, or the guy from Stained, Aaron Lewis? Who is the saddest? Cure, Pearl Jam, or Stained? Yeah, Morrissey wins 100%. Unfortunately. I've often said that I don't mind Aaron Lewis's cover of Black because it should only be sung by someone sadder than Eddie Vedder. I believe this song is a masterwork of my generation musically. About 8 minutes until the awesome begins. Welcome always next week. Brighter, whiter than snow. You finally found all your courage to let it all go. Welcome, Answer Key. The Gomans are currently in day 34 of being in the house. 34 days. Crying for the depth of your heart. Hey there, Billy. Mind so delicate, lost in. You always so lost in. You know what, Mr. J. Smitty? I'm going to delay the start of the game for about 2 extra minutes just to play you Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, because that's the best suggestion I've ever gotten. So we are now about 8 minutes away from the awesome beginning. Welcome, Flux. Welcome, Rum Ham. Welcome, 80s. We love you, Connie. Stop donating to the GoFundMe, Connie. You have kids. Stop it. Welcome, Abe. I don't think there's the same amount of copyright on live performances, Mr. Moderowski, or however you pronounce your last name, if that is your real last name. Looking so long for these words to be true, and always just breaking up my pictures of you. Speaking of that GoFundMe link that Connie from Made in the 80s is no longer allowed to donate to because she has children she needs to take care of. There it is. We are getting into the parts where things are super difficult at this point with no income. So we do appreciate anything you might be able to do to help. We thank all of you who have been helping. And again, maybe the solution to this is ask your social media friends, can they spare $5? You get enough $5 coming in, it allows us to just keep doing this for as long as we need to. So if you have friends who would do $5, please ask them. To never be breaking apart my pictures of you. Hello, Moop. All right, we did have a request. We will do that request. And then we will begin the awesome. All right, it's way longer than I thought it was. Maybe not the whole thing, but close to the whole thing. Welcome, Amy. Welcome, guessers. Welcome, my beautiful Browns. The lady said never ends up the bed when the skies of November turn gloomy. Welcome, Brain Mistrust. 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. The good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. Hello, B team. The American side coming up from some mill in Wisconsin. People's bigger than lost with a cure and full captain well seasoned. Turns with a couple steel thrones when they left my load for Cleveland. And later that night, people the show still ran. Would it be the North when they can feel it? The wind in the wires made a tiny tail sound. Once again, we're keeping score for ourselves. If you are new and you need rules or sample score sheets, those are at clevelandawesometrivia.com on the front page. It was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Well, summertime came, New York came on Dixie, and it's too rough to feed me. Welcome, Blood, Sweat, and Beers, and Forever Third. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Hello, heck yeah. And remember, general trivia teams, don't base the amount of fun that you will have with us for the rest of your lives on how much fun you have playing this movie and TV game. It can be very frustrating and difficult. I do try to make it easier on a weekly basis than it normally would be because of the new teams coming in, but it's still kind of tough. The searchers all say they made Whitefish Bay. They put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may go deeper with water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. All righty. It is officially time to play a little bit of awesome trivia. My name is Goman. A happy, happy Monday to each and every one of you. As I said before, we are going to be keeping track of our scores ourselves. You will notice right around halftime and the final question, Teams will post their team names and their scores so you can see how you are doing. You don't have to do this, but it is certainly an option in the chat if you would like. The chat is only used for asking for maybe clarifications about questions, for me to post the questions so that you can read them, and for your interactions with each other. So please, no answers in the chat, whether serious or silly. Please, no answers in the chat. I'm going to give you enough time in my mind to answer the question. If your team does need more time, please let me know that and try to get it in before I give you the warning that the answer is coming. Because of delays, sometimes I won't get your message in the chat until it's too late. So if your team needs more time, please let me know. Your categories for round number 1 shall be True Blood, The Karate Kid, and The Office. That's True Blood, The Karate Kid, and The Office. If anybody asks if it is the remake of The Karate Kid, you will be kicked out of tonight's game and all future games. I would never ask a question about that movie. Question 1, category True Blood. On the TV show True Blood, which character is the owner of Merlitz, where Sookie works? Eric or Sam? I don't know what half of these words mean. On the TV show True Blood, which character is the owner of Merlotz or Merlitz, where Sookie works? Eric or Sam? And as usual, as soon as Dave from Thunderlip shows up, YouTube is asking me to approve messages in the chat. I don't mind doing it, but Dave, seriously, I'm about to approve this message. Ask yourself, did this need to be said? Did you just add to everybody's trivia experience tonight? I don't know. 30 seconds on question 1, please. But seriously, does Anna Paquin get nude in that show? Is that who Sookie is? Question. And yes, Rachel, of course, that is the Dave that we all know and some of us love. Question 1, category True Blood. On the TV show True Blood, which character is the owner of Merlot's, where Sookie works? Eric or Sam? The answer is Sam. Sam, the answer we were looking for. Question 2, category The Karate Kid. In the movie The Karate Kid, from what U.S. city does Mr. Miyagi say that all of his vintage cars came from? In the movie The Karate Kid, from what U.S. city does Mr. Miyagi say that all of his vintage cars came from? I also do want to apologize in advance. I had an anxious day today, so I am currently experiencing morphine, Valium, and Crown Royal at the same time. We'll see how the next hour of our lives goes. If you're wondering what that ridiculous sound is in the background, that is our dog Rocky working on a rawhide. Kind of sounds like he's cleaning the carcass of a dead animal, which I guess arguably he might be. 30 seconds on those answers. 30 seconds, please. I love the idea that Kiki thinks that she can adequately host a Monday trivia game. The granddaddy of all trivia games. Question number 2, category Karate Kid. In the movie The Karate Kid, from which U.S. city does Mr. Miyagi say that all of his vintage cars come from? The answer is Detroit. Detroit, the answer we were looking for. Question 3, category The Office. On the TV show The Office, within one either way, up or down, how many vasectomies did Michael have in an effort to make his girlfriend Jan happy? On the TV show The Office, within one either way, how many vasectomies did Michael have in an effort to make his girlfriend Jan happy? Make sure in the chat you don't do the hilarious quote from the show, because that quote does give away the answer to the question. We'll go 30 seconds, please, on that answer. 30 seconds, please. Question number 3, category The Office. On the TV show The Office, within one either way, how many vasectomies did Michael have in an effort to make his girlfriend Jan happy? Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. 3 vasectomies. If you answered between 2 and 4, you are a correct team. Do you have any idea the physical toll that 3 vasectomies have on a person? Your categories for round number 2 shall be Varsity Blues, Lord of the Nerds, and movie musicals. That's Varsity Blues, Lord of the Nerds, and movie musicals. Question 4, category Varsity Blues. In the movie Varsity Blues, within 4 either way, what is the quarterback Lance's jersey number? In the movie Varsity Blues, within 4 either way, what is the quarterback Lance's jersey number? Varsity Blues, also well known as the Monday movie during The Office. We'll try 30 seconds, please, on those answers. 30 seconds. And yes, Jay, unfortunately, Dave is here tonight. I guess he wasn't essential today. Question number 4. Your category was Varsity Blues. In the movie Varsity Blues, within 4 either way, what is the quarterback Lance's jersey number? The answer is 7. 7, the answer we were looking for. If you answer between 3 and 11, you are a correct team. Question 5, category Lord of the Nerds. In the Lord of the Rings movies, what special kind of mountain is Mount Doom? In the Lord of the Rings movies, what special kind of mountain is Mount Doom? And I don't know if you guys heard this, but Kiki and I watched the extended versions of all 3 of these movies. So I now have some idea of what horrific crap many of you think is brilliant cinema. But I will admit, when Obi-Wan realized that if he played music, he could calm down the 3-headed snake so that they could get the stone, that was awesome. And that was probably my favorite part. "30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds. And stay tuned, too. I just had an idea because of a movie I watched last night, again, for the 80th time. Very special. Your opinion counts. That won't count for anything. Will be coming at halftime. Question number 5, category Lord of the Nerds. In the Lord of the Nerds movies, what special kind of mountain is Mount Doom? The answer, it is a volcano. A volcano, the answer we were looking for. Question 6, category movie musicals. In the movie Little Shop of Horrors, what space event occurred in New York City that allowed Audrey 2 to be found by Seymour? In the movie Little Shop of Horrors, what space event occurred in New York City that allowed Audrey 2 to be found by Seymour? Suddenly, Seymour is standing beside me. We'll go 30 seconds on that question, please. 30 seconds. Question number 6, category movie musicals. In the movie Little Shop of Horrors, what space event occurred in New York City that allowed Audrey 2 to be found by Seymour? The answer is a total eclipse of the sun. A solar eclipse, also an acceptable answer. Total eclipse of the sun, the answer we were looking for. Your categories for round number 3, which will be a couple of 50-50 questions followed by a range question, shall be new TV comedies, Chevy Chase, and TV premieres. That's new TV comedies, Chevy Chase, and TV premieres. Question 7, category new TV comedies. On the TV show Superstore, which evidently exists, which character always wears a different name tag because she doesn't like strangers using her real name? Cheyenne or Amy? On the TV show Superstore, which character always wears a different name tag because she doesn't like strangers using her real name? Cheyenne or Amy? And for people who don't like that I asked a question about Superstore, multiples of our Monday teams wanted it, and I made it a 50-50, and you have a free pass. It's actually a really good show. I was on an airplane once without headphones, and I saw about 10 minutes of it with no sound. It was brilliant. Only 2 people out of the 72 currently streaming have ever even heard of this show. I'm going to go 30 seconds, please. Yeah, we started watching Ozark. Whoa. It's like Breaking Bad, except way more uncomfortable. Quick vote. Should I have Kiki cover my ice with Crown Royal one more time? Or is it more responsible to not do that? Because I have to drive home. That's what I said, Diane. 2 people, you and Fred. Oh, everyone is voting for covering the ice with more Crown Royal.
Of course they are.
The woman is taking care of it as women should. 30 seconds on question 8, please. Diane, don't ruin this fun. The funny thing is, ever since I got sick, which was not funny, but the rest of it is funny. If I have a second drink, I will wake up tomorrow hungover. 2 drinks. I used to be able to drink half a bottle. Now it's 2 drinks hungover. But for you guys, because I love you, I'm going to do it. Kiki has brought in the new crown. Thank you, Kiki. Question number 8, category. Question number 7, category new TV comedies. On the TV show Superstore, which character always wears a different name tag because she doesn't like strangers using her real name, Cheyenne or Amy? The answer is, of course, Amy. Amy, the answer we were looking for. Question 8, category Chevy Chase. In the movie Fletch, what does Fletch first tell the police chief that his profession is? A shepherd or a pharmacist? In the movie Fletch, what does Fletch first tell the police chief his profession is? A shepherd or a pharmacist? And Dan from Answer Key, here is me pouring out some for little Stevie Douglas. Poured a lot out for you, Stevie. And Clue Crew, Allison, how old is your kid? Like 9 years old now, or I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. 30 seconds on the Fletch question. 30. Three years old? That's crazy. Although it makes sense. I knew you before I got sick, and then the whole getting sick thing was like a year and a half of gone, and now life normal again. Happy birthday. It's a little crew. 30 seconds if I didn't say that already. Question number 8, category Chevy Chase. In the movie Fletch, what does Fletch first tell the police chief his profession is a shepherd or a pharmacist? The answer is a shepherd. A shepherd. The answer we were looking for. What I need to know right now is, do we have any teams who are currently perfect? Any perfect games out there? I don't need to know your score. Just need to know if you have a perfect score. I can't trust Dave, so I don't know if he's lying or what. All right, we do have perfect teams. That is helpful to me, not to you. Question number 9, category TV premieres. Within 1 year, either way. In what year did the TV show House MD first premiere on American television? Within 1 year, either way. In what year did the TV show House MD first premiere on American television? And remember, none of this, it doesn't matter if you're perfect through the first half. Even if you're perfect through halftime, I still haven't used Shawshank as a category. And if I use Shawshank as a category, and if I want to, you will not get that question right. "30 seconds, please. 30. I love that the Monday game always takes a little bit longer than all the general trivia games. Because I love the Monday game and I love my Monday people. Year either way, in what year did the TV show House MD first premiere on American television? The answer was 2004. If you answered between 2003 and 2005, you are a correct team. I'm having multiple teams saying we are currently buffering. Let me know if that clears up. If it doesn't clear up, let me know. We're good. Yeah, try refreshing it. I can give that answer again. We're good. We're good. Okay. Once again, the answer there was 2004. So if you answered between 2003 and 2005, you are a correct team. It's now time for the halftime question. Here's how halftime works. I'm going to ask a question that has 5 answers. You will lock in by writing down those 5 answers and only 5 answers. At the end of all this, you will get 2 points for each correct answer of those only 5 answers that you write down, for a possible total of 10 points for halftime. Your halftime category is box office. While you are working on halftime, I will be driving around to each of your homes to take halftime questions. Your halftime category, box office. What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Joaquin Phoenix? What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Joaquin Phoenix? If you are a buffering team and you need me to repeat the question or repost the question, let me know. It's for you. What are you looking for? And we'll go 60 seconds, please, on those halftime answers. 60 seconds, please. All righty. Lock in those halftime answers, please, because here they come. Halftime question, category box office. What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Joaquin Phoenix? Number 1 on the list is Joker. Number 2 on the list is Gladiator. Number 3 on the list is Signs. Number 4 on the list, The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. And number 5, Walk the Line. That's Joker, Gladiator, Signs, The Village, and Walk the Line. At this point, you are going to see a lot of teams putting their team names and their scores as they head into the halftime break. You can be a part of that in the chat if you want to. You don't have to be, but you'll at least be able to see how you are stacking up against other teams. 2 points for each one of those that you had as one of your 5 answers. For the halftime break, you're going to have enough time to top off your drink. You're going to have enough time to use the restroom quickly. Not enough time to go outside and have a cigarette. That's just how it works. Oh boy, we have a perfect team. This does not please Goman. When we have a perfect team on a Monday, the teams must be punished. Oh, Thunderlips thinks they should be perfect too. Thunderlips and Abe. Oh, good for you. Watch what happens. Oh, 80s thinks they're perfect too. Yay, 80s. First of all, perfect games don't count in live streamed Monday Night Trivia. Second of all, I'm going to do everything I can to stop those perfect games. Because that's what I do. All right, so the special Your Opinion Counts during halftime. No credit. It's not question 10. If you could pick any character from movie history for every streamer is eligible to answer this. Pick one movie character to be your significant other. Who do you pick? One movie character to be your significant other. Who do you pick? Not actor or actress, character from a movie. Who is your significant other? Mary Poppins, solid choice. You'd have a clean home and a clean chimney. Penny, Captain America. That's Penny from Big Bang. She is beautiful. Oh, yeah, Amber. No, I would almost choose Noah from The Notebook. Oh, is he dreamy. Yes, Steve, even though you already have a hot wife, you can write a porn star if you would like. Oh, MacGyver's a great answer. Evidently, whoever Lisa Lund is, I don't know who that is, but that's a very popular answer. Christina Ricci, very nice. Yes, Danny. Marissa Tomei from Untamed Heart is a great answer. It's not the right answer. I'll give you the right answer in a moment. Jennifer Aniston. Yes. Head cheerleader from The Replacements. Very good answer. Not correct, but very good. My beautiful Melissa says fat cop. There have been a lot of fat cops. Dennis Franz? Is that who you're referring to? Casablanca, of course. Rose from Titanic. Well done, Bruce. Yes, Steve. Ben Affleck. I did say character, not actor, but yes, Ben Affleck is correct, but not entirely correct. Pam Grier. Okay. Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny and those dresses, yes. All right. Halftime is almost over, so I'm going to give you my answer. I don't know if anybody has ever seen the classic film. It's an opus, really, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd, called The Great Outdoors. My character comes from this movie, and that character is Cammy. Cammy is the townie who John Candy's son falls in love with while they're on vacation for a week in a town in Wisconsin. Cammy, who I've now had two very lucid, non-sexual dreams about in my life, is the woman who I would marry based on movies I have seen. Cammy from The Great Outdoors. However, the fun has ended. The seriousness needs to begin again with your categories for round number 4, which shall be Mufasa or Vader, Friends, and movies you might not remember. That's Mufasa or Vader, Friends, and movies you might not remember. Question 10. Category Mufasa or Vader. Who is responsible for the following quote? That name has no meaning. Is that Mufasa or Vader? Who is responsible for the following quote? That name has no meaning. Is that Mufasa from The Lion King or Darth Vader? Rachel, I'm way ahead of you, by the way. Approximately 4 minutes after we sign off tonight, I will be purchasing to rent from Amazon The Boy Who Could Fly. "30 seconds, please, on those answers. 30. The weird thing about Ozark is that Ozark led me to Great Outdoors, and this doesn't spoil much. The daughter in Ozark ends up in a pseudo relationship with a vacationer guy, and then he leaves. And I thought about the pain that I went through in my heart when I watched Buck have to leave Cammy in the Great Outdoors. And so at that point, I said, Kiki, we are no longer watching Ozark. We are going to watch a much more powerful film than that could ever be. Question number 10, category Mufasa or Vader. Who is responsible for the following quote? That name has no meaning. Mufasa or Vader? The answer is Vader. Darth Vader. The answer we were looking for. Question 11, category Friends. On the TV show Friends, which of the Friends was the only one we didn't see with the purple apartment as their primary residence? On the TV show Friends, which of the Friends was the only one we didn't see with the purple apartment as their primary residence? I'm very careful about spoilers, by the way. Daughter in Ozark dates guy is not a spoiler. Promise. $30 please, on those answers. 30. Hawkeye's wife, like Jeremy Renner's wife? I would choose Hawkeye's life. Out there in the middle of nowhere with just bows and arrows and kids. That would be fun. I mean, not the kids. Those kids are horrible. But like a wife and living in the country, that's all I would ever want. Question 11, category Friends. On the TV show Friends, which of the Friends was the only one we didn't see with the purple apartment as their primary residence? The answer is Ross. Ross, the answer we were looking for. Question number 12, category Movies you might not remember. Which of the Savage brothers appeared in the movie Little Monsters? Fred Savage, Ben Savage, or both? Which of the Savage brothers appeared in the movie Little Monsters? Fred Savage, Ben Savage, or both? But wait, Hawkeye's wife is the woman from Freaks and Geeks, right? Because if that's true, then yes, I would choose her also. Give me a curly-haired brunette, and I am set for life. We'll go 30 seconds on this question, please. 30 seconds. Question number 12, category was movies you might not remember. Which of the Savage brothers appeared in the movie Little Monsters? Fred Savage, Ben Savage, or both? The answer is both. Both, the answer that we were looking for. Your categories for round number 5 shall be Disney, more Chevy Chase, and Happy Days. That's Disney, more Chevy Chase, and Happy Days. Question 13, category Disney. What kind of food is Sven's favorite snack in the Disney movie Frozen? What kind of food is Sven's favorite snack in the Disney movie Frozen? And we'll go 30 seconds on that answer, please. 30 seconds, please. Yay, Piper. Good job, Piper. Question 13, category Disney. What kind of food is Sven's favorite snack in the Disney movie Frozen? The main answer I was looking for was carrots. Carrots, the main answer I was looking for. If you answered lichen, I have half of a mind to disqualify you, but that's also technically correct. But seriously, if you answered lichen, like rethink your life. Question number 14. Category more Chevy Chase. In the movie National Lampoon's European Vacation, in which world city do the Griswolds have their video cameras stolen? In the movie National Lampoon's European Vacation, in which world city do the Griswolds have their video camera stolen? $30 please, on that answer. 30 seconds, please. Question number 14, category more Chevy Chase. In the movie National Lampoon's European Vacation, in which world city do the Griswolds have their video cameras stolen? The answer is Paris. Paris, the answer we were looking for. Question 15, category Happy Days. On the TV show Happy Days, how many children did Howard and Marion Cunningham have after the first season of Happy Days? On the TV show Happy Days, how many children did Howard and Marion Cunningham have after the first season of the TV show Happy Days? you hear a ruckus in the background, that is Rocky losing his mind, our puppy, and running around the house, jumping off of the couch, doing obstacle courses. 30 seconds on those answers, please. Question number 15, category Happy Days. On the TV show Happy Days, how many children did Howard and Marion Cunningham have after the first season of Happy Days? The answer is 2. 2. They had 3 in the first season, but Richie's older brother disappeared from the show entirely and was never mentioned again after the first season. Your categories for round number 6 shall be The Shawshank Redemption, Dawson's Creek, and movie premieres. That's The Shawshank Redemption, Dawson's Creek, and movie premieres. I'm not changing the Shawshank question because I don't really care if teams go perfect tonight. Question 16, category Shawshank. In the movie The Shawshank Redemption, how many years did Red serve before being released on parole? In the movie The Shawshank Redemption, how many years did Red serve before being released on parole? We'll go 30 seconds on that one, please. 30. Question number 16, category The Shawshank Redemption. In the movie The Shawshank Redemption, how many years did Red serve before being released on parole? The answer is 40 years. 40 years. The answer we were looking for. Question 17, category Dawson's Creek. Joey, Dawson, Pacey, or Jen? On the TV show Dawson's Creek, who is a huge movie fan and the eldest child of Mitch and Gail Leary? Joey, Dawson, Pacey, or Jen? On the TV show Dawson's Creek, who is a huge movie fan and the eldest child of Mitch and Gail Leary? 30 seconds on that one. Question 17, category Dawson's Creek. Joey, Dawson, Pacey, or Jen on the TV show Dawson's Creek, who is a huge movie fan and the eldest child of Mitch and Gail Leary? The answer is Dawson. Dawson, the answer we were looking for. Question 18, category movie premieres. Within 3 years, either way, up or down, in what year did the movie Weekend at Bernie's first premiere in American theaters? Within 3 years, either way, up or down, in what year did the movie Weekend at Bernie's first premiere in American theaters? And for the second and final time, I will be putting up the link to the fundraising site for Kiki and myself. If you are able to help there, that is great. If not, if there's anything you can do on social media to get people who have no idea who we are to give us $5, we would totally love that and appreciate it. As we hit day 34 of hanging at the house. "30 seconds on question 18, please. 30 seconds. Question. Number 18, category movie premieres. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the movie Weekend at Bernie's first premiere in American theaters? The answer was 1989. If you answered between 1986 and 1992, you are a correct team. This is the time when you're going to start seeing some teams put their team names and their scores as we head to the final question, where you can wager anywhere from 0 to all of your points. You can lock in your answer and wager anywhere from 0 to all of your points until I say or post the hint. Once you see or hear the hint, you can only risk between 0 and half of your points. Got some good scores, nothing perfect yet. Let's see. One perfect team. Two perfect teams. Now, normally, a little inside baseball, a little behind the curtain of Cleveland Awesome Trivia. Normally on a Monday, for perfect teams, I would have given an impossible Shawshank Redemption question, which that wasn't. That was the normal one I was going to ask anyway. And I would make the final question even more difficult in order to make you earn that perfect game. But since tonight's, if you go perfect, you're not going up on the website. Nothing's happening. You get to be happy because you went perfect. Well done. But because of all the different teams playing, I am going to leave the final question as normal. If you go perfect, good for you. All right. In the chat, let me know, is there anybody who has never played on a Monday before? Never done a Name the Flick final question? All right. So far, so good. Oh, all right. So here is the example of how the final question works. I will ask a question that is something like this. This 90s movie was nominated for and won Best Original Screenplay. It featured someone from the Bourne Identity movies. It featured someone else who has been Batman. And it featured someone else who was in the movie Dead Poets Society. So you have somebody from the Bourne movies, someone who has been Batman, and someone from Dead Poets Society. What you would do is you would try to figure out all the people you know from the Bourne movies, all the people you know from the Batman movies who have been Batman, and all the people you know from Dead Poets Society. Then from each of those columns, you will pick one person, one different person that is in an entirely different movie together. In this case, the person from the Bourne Identity movies would be Matt Damon. The person who has played Batman would be Ben Affleck. And the person from Dead Poets Society would be Robin Williams. You're looking for a movie in the 90s that won an Oscar that Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Robin Williams were all in together. And that movie is Good Will Hunting. So that is how our final question works. All right. If you need any more clarifications, you can certainly let me know. I will ask the question. I will give you a certain amount of time. I'll give you warnings. If you need more time, let me know, but I can't do a whole lot more time. And then after that, I will give out the hints. So here it is. Your final question. In the category of Name the Flick, this 80s movie was nominated for 6 Oscars, but did not win. Oh. It featured someone from the movie Wall Street. It featured someone from the movie Patriot Games. It featured someone from the movie My Cousin Vinny. Finally, it featured someone from the somewhat live action 101 Dalmatians. Name that flick. This 80s movie was nominated for 6 Oscars, but did not win. It featured someone from Wall Street, someone from Patriot Games, someone from My Cousin Vinny, someone from the mostly live action 101 Dalmatians. Name that flick. Best of luck, even to our perfect teams, because both of those teams will always be perfect in my eyes, other than Dave. Very interesting. The team that Dave writes down answers for and contributes nothing is all in. Good job, Daryl and Kirsten. And Dave's pen. Yeah, there's no tiebreakers because I don't care. And I'll try not to speak too loudly because I want you to be able to continue your discussions with your teammates if you are still doing that. But thank you to each and every one of you for, again, being a part of this trivia community. Thank you to our general trivia teams who are trying out these Monday games. I do hope that you're finding a little bit of fun from them. We certainly enjoy them, and we love each and every one of you. We will have general trivia games the next 3 nights, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, all at 7 o'clock, and then back Sunday at 7 with another general trivia game. And actually, Dave, yes, if there is a tie, then we will have 2 teams who both went perfect, who are both winners. And good for them. In 2 minutes, I am going to give the hints that will be very helpful. Once you see or hear the hint, at that point, you can only risk up to half of the points that you have accrued during the game. And Dave, I don't want to hear your crap about what stinks. If we were actually at Parma Tavern, you guys wouldn't have sniffed a perfect game. I don't allow them anymore. Lots of all-ins. I'm very, very proud of how the new teams and the old teams, obviously, have picked up and attacked this Name the Flick format that we are so proud of at Monday Night PT. All right, 30 seconds. We're going to give out the hints. In 30 seconds, we will give out the hints. Once you see or hear the hints, in that moment, you can only risk up to half of the points you have for the game. So now is the time to lock in your answers. This is your last opportunity to risk anywhere from 0 to all of your points. I am about to give the hints out in 10 seconds. From that moment, you'll have about 30 seconds to come up with the answer and make your wager. All right, last chance to lock in. Here come the hints. The hints being 2 people that I'm giving you from the Target movie. Those 2 people are Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. Michael Douglas and Glenn Close are in the movie you're looking for, and that is your hint. In 30 seconds, I will give the final answer, and we will see how everybody did. If you waited until you heard the hint, you can only risk up to half of the points that you had heading in to the final question. And here we go. Your final question was in the category of Name the Flick. This 80s movie was nominated for 6 Oscars, but it did not win. It featured someone from Wall Street named Michael Douglas. It featured someone from Patriot Games named Ann Archer. It featured someone from My Cousin Vinny named Fred Gwynn. To what? Finally, it featured someone from 101 Dalmatians named Glenn Close. Name that flick. That flick was Fatal Attraction. Fatal Attraction, the answer we were looking for on the Name the Flick. This is the time that you're going to be seeing a lot of teams putting their team names and their final scores into the chat, and it is the time when we thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us, and a special mention tonight to both Abe Froman and Thunderlips for having perfect games, the first 2 perfect games in the history of streaming awesome trivia. I love those 2 teams very, very much, and I'm very proud of them. They have set a record that is not soon to be broken in the history of awesome streaming trivia. So congratulations to them. I am going to allow the you guys to continue your interactions for 60 to 90 more seconds in the chat before I shut it down. Again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. If you do have the opportunity to ask some of your social media friends if they have $5 to spare to help out a struggling business, we would love that. If not, that's fine too. More than anything, just keep coming and hanging out with us on Trivia Night. As always, we love you very, very much, and we will see you soon, and stay home safely. Some very, very pretty scores out there. Very nicely done, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, have a good night, everybody.